One of the nice things about here is that you actually have to drive to get the shot. So I just want you to see in some of the beautiful country here in the Northwest that I have to drive to sometimes as far as getting the shot. This is a particular tight rural road in a borderline estate park, and as you can see, it's definitely foresty and wet. So the sort of things we go through at Sirennet to make sure you get some good footage and some good information on the product that we sell. Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to Sirennet Television. We've taken a drive from Portland down to the coast, and we're going to check out some interesting equipment that's made by Whelen Engineering in Chester, Connecticut. Before we take a look at the gear, let me show you some of the exotic scenery that we have here on the Pacific Northwest coast on this otherwise very nice day in Oregon. Now, of course, in all fairness to the Oregon Tourist Board, this happens to be in January, so it is pretty much winter time down here. But the interesting thing to be here and to explain why Whelen has a connection with this really beautiful part of the world, even with the rain and the wind, is the fact that this is tsunami territory. And that is something pretty darn serious. So as you can see, it looks obviously pretty rough out there, but of course the problem comes when a tsunami arrives. And here in the Pacific Northwest, that includes Oregon and Washington, parts of California of course, and all the way up into British Columbia and then further on into the Gulf of Alaska, and around the Pacific in general, including the Hawaiian Islands, there are warning systems in place that will go off in the event of a basically underground, undersea earthquake that will of course push a massive amount of water in a given direction depending on where that earthquake has taken place. Here in the Northwest, coastal communities are at extreme risk in the event of a tsunami. And Whelen, along with some other companies in the United States, have put together different pieces of equipment, but in particular on Whelen's side of the fence, they have put together outdoor warning systems, which they make in Chester, Connecticut. So let's take a look at one of those units, and from there, we'll be heading off to balmy, warm Connecticut. So in here is where we do all of the gray notification or outdoor warning systems. This is where they're assembled here in Chester. So that's one of the towers that are down here on the coast. It's a little old, of course, as the years have gone by, and there's several of them in this particular town that I'm in currently. It's called Cannon Beach. It's in Oregon. And in fact, when the tone does go out, or the siren does go off, it makes a mooing sound. Yes, just like a cow mewing. That's exactly what that particular siren tone is. Different siren tones, of course, for different areas, but that's the moo that goes on in this part of the world. Now, despite the mooing, which of course, by the way, is pretty darn serious, there are evacuation routes and there are signage throughout the area indicating where people should go. Now again, this is the Northwest, and as you can see, the weather's great. But if you happen to go to Hawaii and the Hawaiian Islands, where of course the weather's always beautiful in the Pacific Ocean, you'll see evacuation notices as well, indicating people to go in a particular direction. So if you do hear these siren systems go off and you happen to be in a region where tsunamis can occur, please take note of the evacuation route and please head in the right direction as well. Well, there you have it, a look around the Whelen Engineering factory in Chester, Connecticut, and of course from myself, Stuart, and the gang at Sirennet. Many thanks for watching the Sirennet television, and of course this particular feature pertaining to Whelen's outdoor warning systems. I'm Stuart, thanks for watching.